Good morning, folks. Well, it's almost afternoon. It is. Well, it's actually afternoon. It's 12:02. So I'm out here. I pruned some apple trees yesterday. Some pretty good sized ones. I had some dead limbs, and they ain't looking too good. So I pruned that and pruned a pecan tree, some limbs. So I keep the wood for firewood. I cut it a certain length. So I'm out here today. You can see the wood. I'm out here in the golf cart gathering it and taking it down to the wood pile. But today, it's got a probably different meaning than some people. It's 9/11. So on that day, we were working under the Omni in Atlanta, and we were just doing a routine job, and an Atlanta police car come wheeling in there, and he slung his door open. He got out and started yelling, telling us to leave now. We're under attack. So I'm like, okay. He said, leave now. So we got in the power company trucks, and we left, and we left our tools laying there. We left, and we couldn't go back down there. And believe it or not, they were still there the next day. But we didn't have any idea what was going on. So we cut the radio on in the truck, and they were talking about it. The first plane had just hit. So my best friend from the time I was small, all the way up through the Boy Scouts, high school, after high school, we played football together. Was in the Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts, all that stuff. We hung out all the time. You know, we were 8, 9 years old, 10 years old. We'd ride our bicycles around, and we stayed out in the woods camping and just messing around. You know, I was at his house, or he was at my house. My best friend. Good man, you know, good Christian man. He, of course, he had two or three children, I think, and his wife, and I think one of his parents, might have been both of his parents, were still alive. But he was in the first tower that got hit, but he was above where the plane hit. And I didn't find out for a couple of days. His mother called my mama, and my mama was upset, and she said you need to tell me something. So I went home, I was married, so I went over there. She told me, and it about just, devastated me. But he, like I said, he called his wife after the plane hit, because he was above it, and he was just up there on a computer seminar. So he told his wife there was smoke coming under the door, and so he said they're all putting their jackets on, trying to keep the smoke out. And then he called her back, said he didn't think he was going to make it. So when the building caved in, he was up there. I don't know if he was still alive or smoke got him or what, but that big building caved in. So he was in there when it caved in. Terrorist, Islamic terrorist did it. We know. And I'm not politically correct, so I'll call it like it is. They attacked our country, but it was bad, and it was a great loss, for his family, for his friends like me. I just hate he was up there. I hate it for everybody that was up there. 3,000, 3,100 people. I hate it for everybody. Somebody lost somebody up there, a loved one. And my thing is, we can't never forget about it. We cannot forget about it. We got to remember and not let our guard down. But I'm afraid now we've let our guard down. People move on, and there's a lot of people that don't even talk about it in schools or anything, So we need to remember it always, however you want to remember it. Pretty blustery here. You'll probably hear it and see the trees. Beautiful day, man. I'm out here moving firewood. I wanted to talk about a couple things. When I'm out here, I'm out catting around on property and working, or just maybe feeding the chickens. I already fed the chickens and put water in there, feeding the deer, or just out looking at my muscadines or my garden, which my garden's done for the year, but I still got my muscadines and blackberries and all I'm taking care of down there. So, no blackberries, but the vines. So, you know, I mess around when I'm on the golf cart, whether I'm on the golf cart or not. I've always got me a pair of gloves. And I like these. I like these Old Milwaukee because they're cut resistant. They're category 1 or level 1s. These are very comfortable. They fit your hands good, so it's almost like you don't have a glove on. I always carry this Essie on me. It's always in this golf cart, just for different things. And I don't know what YouTube's policy is, but I really don't care. All they do is take this video down. It don't matter to me. I could care less. But so I've always got this on my side, and I've got this Phobos. It's a plastic type gun holster, and it's got the paddle on it. You can see here, it's got the paddle. I just slide it down in my pants line, and it's very comfortable. This LCR is very light, very lightweight. It's a polymer type frame, and it's got a stainless steel cylinder. You can see that right there. It's got a stainless steel cylinder, stainless steel trigger. It's got Pachmayr grips on it, and it's a great gun to carry on you when you're just catting around the farm or outdoors. Even if you were hiking, this would be a good one to carry. It's 38. It's a 38 plus P, and I've got the Hornady critical defense loads in here. It's a 5-shot. That's the only thing I don't like about it, but I carry some extra ammo in my pocket just in case. But it's just a good one. You know, if you're walking around, there's a rattlesnake or copperhead or any kind of snakes, you know, whether it's a slithering kind or a 2-legged kind, you got this on you. So coyote, whatever. But it's a good pistol. Or it's not a pistol, it's a revolver. But yeah, I carry that with me, and you know, got a few tools on here. I got some pruners and stuff. But I always got this. Boom, my Diet Coke or some water. So I'm gonna show you what I'm carrying today, if it's all right. So I got this awesome yellow Delrin 75 carbon steel. Love these 75s. I carry them a lot. Got my pocket organizer, got my flashlight, my Olight, little AAA, and I got this mini copper lock, and I swap it out with another small knife. I got that little single-bladed mini trapper in yellow Delrin, but this is a Carhartt one, and this is a great little knife to carry. Got my Zippo, got my pocket cross. That's awesome. Got my chestnut sod buster. This guy that I know made it, EDC Leatherworks. Got my favorite turkey tracks on it. I got me a bandana. I always have a bandana or something in my pocket. You never know when I have to wipe some blood off my Bubba's face or sweat. Got my Garmin watch on, keeping up with my steps. I swap my knives out, my watches out. I've got my little pocket notebook sleeve. Got my notebook in there just in case I need to take notes. So I'm gonna start carving again. It's been a while since I've done some wood carving, and I've got this little area. I hadn't got it set up like I wanted it, but I had some big stumps that the tree guy cut. And I thought, well, I'm gonna, cause at my other house, I had a little place by the fire pit, and you can see the fire pit here. That's my fire pit. I got it ready to burn, so it's a big fire pit. But I'll sit out here when it's cool or cold, you know, and I'll carve. But I got these. You can see them right here. I got these. They're not attached, but this is gonna be the one that I use to actually do the carving on, and I'll sit on these or use these for something else. I'll probably put my chair out here, and I might use one of them to put my drink on, and my other one for my tools. I gotta trim that one. I gotta trim this off, but so I got my little carving place set up out here, so I'm gonna start carve some spoons and stuff like that. And I may you know, I may sell some. I have before. May ship some folks for free. So I kind of started back yesterday. I cut some of that wood I cut off the apple tree and the pecan tree. Pecan tree, a lot of the limbs are about that big, and some of them are bigger. So I took it and cut me some pieces to use carving, and I carved 3 little old crosses. I just, you know, this kind of inspired me. And I just, whatever knife I got on me. I do have some carving knives. I've got some more carving knives and stuff, and some carving axes I use. That's why I started wearing cut gloves a few years ago. So I've got 3 of the crosses from some of the pecan wood carved out. They look a little different than this. They look like the old rugged cross. Got them sanded and all. I'm gonna do some apple next, you know, and I'll probably send some out when I sell some leather for free. It's just a good thing to carry, you know. I love carrying this cross in my pocket. I'll probably carry one I made too. So they're about that big. They're not real big, you know, a little bit bigger than this. And they're not shaped exactly like this one, so they're kind of shaped like the old rugged cross. But anyway, so that's the deal for today. I'm at 12 minutes. Let's never forget about 9/11. Let's never forget about the families, the firemen, the police, the people that died in that building. Can't never forget it, because if we forget, it'll repeat itself. Beautiful day out here. Hope y'all having a great day. You can see we've got a little breeze blowing. I'm gonna get back on the firewood here. So God bless you. Keep your blades sharp, y'all.